slide it over into
I don't. Works. It doesn't look. Oh, I think you can.
Do we want to talk?
That one's famous. Yeah.
I don't ever follow Seth on that. Walt keeps talking about it. Getting
Can we do roll call, Mr. Mauser?
Rosenberg. Present. Mylar. Here. Lotz.
Here.
Stoffel.
Here.
Carney. Here. Boney.
Here.
Roach.
Here.
Hudson. Here. Blackburn.
Here.
Vorse.
Here.
Campbell.
Here.
Parchman.
Here.
Ford.
Here.
Thank you. Everybody should have received a copy of the minutes. Do we have any questions on the minutes? If not, can we get a motion for approval?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We do not have any public hearings or city presentations tonight, so we will move on to the first session of public comments. If anybody would like to make a comment or address please address the entire council, not individuals, and please use proper decorum as you deliver your message or ask your questions. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Doug Gaines, Ward 5. I'd like to welcome the new mayor and council members. Your service is a true inspiration to us all. In fact, when I was reading the agenda on Thursdays, and we appreciate you sending it out on Thursdays so we have a little time to look it over, the agenda item that said welcoming elected officials kind of caught my eye. In fact, I take exception to that term. I'm here to offer a perspective that I hope all of you will consider, one that will guide your service within our community, one grounded in our laws and shared values, and to set the right tone for our work together. First, I question the legitimacy of referring to anyone as a quote-unquote elected official when St. Clair County uses ES&S voting machines that have had past issues, like vote miscounts reported in 2016, unexplained vote tally anomalies in 2022, and a host of other issues like hardware made in China, running Venezuelan software, and whistleblower affidavits that prove all machines contain algorithms that ensure results are match predetermined outcomes. In fact, within the last month, we've heard reports that Serbian Cell or Hub, ran by China, has influenced local U.S. elections. Yes, not just federal and state elections, but all the way down to the county and city level. Sorry, I lost my place. All this makes me very concerned that our elections do not fully reflect the people's will, and I hope the council and my fellow citizens share this concern. The Illinois Constitution, Article 3, Section 3, ensures all elections shall be free and equal. To honor this, I encourage the council to explore the truth concerning our voting systems and ensure our elections are transparent and verifiable as required by the Illinois Election Code. In fact, if the election machines are indeed compromised, which they are, your claim to office rests on shaky ground. I urge you to investigate these systems and advocate for transparent, verifiable vote counting to restore complete trust in our elections. Hand-counted paper ballots with voter ID on election day is the best way to ensure selections are indeed elections and the true voice of the people is heard and implemented. Second, you are not lofty officials, but mere public servants who are accountable to we the people. The Illinois Constitution preamble declares that government exists to provide for the health, safety, and welfare of the people and to secure our inalienable rights. Your oath, as outlined in Article 13, Section 3, binds you to uphold the Constitution and faithfully discharge your duties for the benefit of we the people, because you govern at our consent only. Also, O'Fallon City Code, Chapter 2, Article 2, reinforces this, stating that council members serve to promote the general welfare of our community. You work for us, not corporations, donors, or any other entity that might claim your allegiance due to flawed election processes. As public servants, your duty to protect our God-given freedoms and liberties, rights not granted by government but affirmed by it. The Illinois Constitution, Bill of Rights, Article 1, guarantees our freedom of speech, religion, and the right to petition our government, as I do now. State law under the Public Officer Prohibited Activities Act forbids you from engaging in conflicts of interest that prioritize private gain over public good. Locally, O'Fallon Ordinance 1-2-4 requires ethical conduct, ensuring decisions benefit all citizens, not just a select few. As public servants, you must honor your oath and stand firm in your conviction to help citizens. This means listening to all citizens, not just the loudest or most connected. It means safeguarding our liberties by resisting overreach that erodes our rights. It means ensuring O'Fallon remains a place where every person's voice matters, as promised by our laws and our Creator. In closing, let's agree to work together to ensure our elections are true, reflect our true will, and that every decision uplifts citizens. Honor your oath, listen to every voice, and guard our God-given liberties. I'm excited to see O'Fallon flourish under your service, guided by faith, transparency, and commitment to the community and country. Thank you for listening, and may God bless our city as we build a brighter tomorrow together.
Thank you for your comments. Do I have anybody else who would like to make public comments? And I omitted their 5 minutes, and if you would, please give us your name and the ward you're in or a business you're affiliated with.
My name is Vern Miller, Ward 3. In relationship to tonight's program, happy days. Just notes on the warrant report. I just happened to go through it. I've got paper clipped here on the notes that I have. Your commerce, well, you're spending not less, you're spending a little less than $1 million this warrant report. Maybe that's a good thing. Your Commerce Bank card is a little bit above average for $26,000 this month. Only the FGA Architectural Company turned in a bid, or excuse me, payment of $189.90. That's unbelievable that cheap they got off with this month. HG Swag Doors, excuse me, Schwartz Doors, for the park, doors, frames, hardware. Was this bid out, or is this a vendor that you're using that you're sole sourcing it? And was it bid, or is it an install price also? Hammer Steel Incorporated for $19,000, $19,288 and change for Public Works, sections of steel sheets, piling and rollers. What are we building that we're piecemealing here? I don't understand it. Last month I asked where you spent $9,000 for anchor bolts, so maybe we're going to anchor this steel in with this, maybe make a building or something. I've not seen anything on the agendas or whatever you're doing for that regard. Then you got Henson type furniture. The mayor got new office furniture for $3,061.30. What's wrong with the old office furniture? You know, if you're going to throw it away, I'd be more than happy to take it off your hands. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Lowell's, Lou Fuse, you bought 2 new vehicles for the city, 2025 Ford Mavericks XL for $54,000 and change. I noticed here a deposit was made from the community park for fencing for the all-ability playground for roughly $6,200. Well, what are we going to do now, enclose that playground with a fence? I don't understand that one. Mint light for the park. Oak tables, you bought 8 of them, new. 50 really good cushion chairs, new. And 250 folded chairs, new, for a total of $18,890.77 for the Katie Caven Center. So all the other tables and chairs in the Katie Caven Center that was there are no good. So what happened to them? What'd you do with those? Where did they go? I hope to a good cause or to somebody. I just don't understand. Then you had for ramp training and experience and training and postage, $10,000. Then we have St. Vincent's, okay, I know the people have problems with their power bills, but $3,100, $3,806.53. I don't know if these are individual power bills or whatever, but $1,200 for one, $590 for the other, $1,102 for one, and $191 for another one. My power bill generally runs me between $250 and $300 a month. I don't know, are these once a month bills, or is these cumulative for an individual? I'd like to have some information on that. And above all, I will continue to do what I'm doing, giving this information, and I hope you're aware of it. And I did bring my paper clip to tie it to my notes, so you're aware of it. I don't have a stapler this time, but it's paper clip. Thank you much.
Thank you for your comments. Does anybody else have public comments tonight? If not, we will move on to the clerk's report.
Mayor, I have two items under the clerk's report. The first item is 5.1. It's a request from the O'Fallon Kiwanis Club to conduct a roadblock at the intersections of State and Lincoln and State and Smiley on Friday, October the 10th, 2025, from 4 to 6 p.m., and Saturday, October the 11th, 2025, from 8 to 12 p.m., and we need a motion.
So moved. Second.
Does anybody on the council have any questions?
I have a comment, if I might.
Sure.
If you'll just indulge me this first time, I won't repeat myself in the future. I know that these roadblocks are somewhat inconsequential for most people in town, but for those of us that have to travel down State Street on a Friday morning to get to work or take our kids to school, or Friday evenings coming home, particularly through Lincoln and State, where the city actually did a traffic study a few years ago where the AM times got a D rating and the PM times got an F rating. It's kind of consequential to our time. But the current ordinance does allow Fridays, so I don't necessarily have an issue with that. But what it doesn't state is the number of intersections. And so when we have requests that come that are for 2 intersections, these are for State and Lincoln, and then Smiley and State Street. I think having 2 intersections on the same road with roadblocks is a little bit unreasonable. And so since, aside from when Ned Rolette has been on the council, these typically approved unanimously, I just wanted to provide an explanation why I would be voting no when there's the multiple intersections. Other than that, because they meet code or ordinance, I'll vote yes for those. So the first one has both of them.
Thank you for your comments. Does anybody else on the council have any comments? If not, we'll do roll call.
Mylor,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
No.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Borsch,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Okay, item number 5.2 is a request for the O'Fallon Underwater Search and Recovery Team to conduct a roadblock at the intersection of State and Lincoln on Friday, November 28th, 2025, from 8 to 12, and on Saturday, November 29th, 2025, from 8 to 12. And we do need a motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any conversation regarding this from the clerk's report? We have a motion and a second. Go to roll call.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Borsch,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Parchman,
Yes.
Ford,
Abstain.
Rosenberg. Affirmative. Mylar.
Yes.
That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to the mayor's report. First, I want to thank everybody, not just the newly elected officials, but also those that were sworn in again to represent your wards. As we talked earlier before the meeting, it's a very important responsibility, and I'm excited to have the team that we have up here working together, so welcome. The next 6.2, we're accepting resumes for the council member, Ward 4 open position, and the deadline to submit is May 9th, 2025 at 4 p.m. So that was reposted today again. So 6.3, committee assignment update. We're essentially keeping the same committees in place. If you saw, Councilmember Ford will be filling in the roles that I had since he's Ward 7, and Councilmember Stoffel will be filling in where Councilmember Albrecht had served, with the exception of Councilmember Carney will be moving up to chair the Parks Committee. We have received a lot of information from the council members where their strengths lie and their interest is. So we're trying to collectively work together to see if we can establish our committee teams with a lot of knowledge and interest from our council members. So the goal for that is to have it completed and released, probably going to be for the first council meeting in June. It will be released in the mayor's report and posted. So does anybody have any questions? Okay, thank you. Moving on to resolutions, Councilmember Rosenberg.
I make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign an intergovernmental agreement, O'Fallon Township Road District, for the resurfacing of Bowler Road from north of O'Fallon Troy Road to Horry Road.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Does anybody have any questions or conversation that they would like to bring forward? If not, roll call.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Borse,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mylard.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Thank you, Council Member Rosenberg. 7.2.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement for design and engineering services with Oates Associates, Inc. for the auto court patching project in the amount of $34,060.
Second.
Motion and a second. Does anybody have any comments they'd like to make? If not, we'll go ahead and go with a roll call.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Borse,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mylard,
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Thank you, Council Member Rosenberg. 7.3.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Gonzalez Companies, LLC, for the Veneta Drive Bridge widening study in the amount of $20,000.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Do we have any comments? Any questions?
Yes. Is this study just for the bridge widening? It's not for anything, looking at it, any other?
You wanna-
Okay.
I mean, other than what?
Maybe a bypass or another bridge, or this is just strictly for the overpass?
Well, it's looking at the ability to widen it and what the engineering design to see what's available and how much it could, whether you could expand what there is or whether a new span would have to be constructed to be able to handle the projected traffic over the next 20 years.
Jeff, is there anything additional that needs to be shared?
No, that summarizes it. It's just looking at expanding the bridge for future capacity.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? If not, roll call, please.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Borse,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mylard,
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Thank you. Councilmember Rosenberg, 7.4.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Hanks Excavating and Landscaping, Inc. for the North Cherry Street Improvement Project in the amount of $2,314,811 $1.10 based on the unit prices submitted.
Have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions? Roll call, please.
Roach.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mallard.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Councilmember Rosenberg, 7.5.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an amendment to the agreement for design engineering services with Gonzalez Companies LLC for the Northern Dansard Lift Station Improvement Project in the amount of $187,000 even.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any additional questions or comments? If not, we'll go ahead with roll call.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mallard.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Thank you. We do not have any ordinances for first or second reading, so we will move into item 10, additional public comments. If anybody has any additional public comments, same rules as what we mentioned earlier.
Vern Miller, Ward 3. I just caught the attention of the 7.3 on the Gonzalez getting this money, the city is paying evidently, to do this study. I was on the impression that the contractors were supposed to be paying for all road improvements and whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we paying this now and they're going to get reimbursed later? My next question or two has to deal with at the mayor's last hurrah speech, he pointed out one thing I wanted to find out from his hurrah speech was what were the 8 businesses that he brought into town, and maybe we can find that out someday. I'd like to know that. And then also mentioning at his town hall meeting here, when there was very few people, maybe 5 from the public. I don't know how many were online, I can't count that. But anyway, he had mentioned that he is working with Sandy Evans over there to work together to find a way to get some money back for the veterans that don't pay into their real estate taxes. And I was just wanting to know what the continuing development was on that, if maybe we could find out about that, because he had mentioned that they were working very diligently trying to figure out a way to save us some money or get us some money back from the state. And hopefully, since at the last committee meeting, a very boisterous community was here in regards to the Deer Creek area that they live on, and the creek that is behind them is eroding away at their property. Hopefully, when the next community development / whatever public works, if you ever stick them together, because they are connected, that we would get an answer to this to help these people figure out their problems, and maybe the city can help also. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Does anybody else have any public comments that they would like to make? If not, we will move into committee reports. We'll start with number 11, community development.
Yep, thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have not met since our last meeting, so we don't have anything to cover, and we had no business this meeting to vote on. Our next meeting would be on the 12th, generally at 6 p.m., but check the website for any changes.
Thank you. We'll move down to Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We did meet April 28th. The draft minutes are attached. We covered all the items that were requiring action. Our next meeting is scheduled for the 4th Monday of the month, which is the 26th. And it usually follows community development, but keep your eye on the website for the time, just in case.
Thank you. We'll move on to 13, public safety.
We have not met since the last council meeting, so our next scheduled meeting is next Monday. Check the website for details.
Thank you. 14, Roy, can you take that for us?
Please. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Parks and Environment have not met since the last council meeting. Our next meeting is May 12th, 5:30 p.m., but do check the website.
Thank you. We'll move on to Finance and Administration. Councilman Parch.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We've not met since the last meeting. Our next meeting should be the 26th of this month unless there's changes. Usually meet at 5:30. We do have one action item, 15.1, and I'd like to make a motion to approve warrant number 558 in the amount of $974,401.04.
Second?
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any questions? If not, roll call.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylark.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Thank you. 16.1, there are times that we go into executive session. Tonight will be one of the times we're going to go into executive session to discuss the sale or purchase of property. So I will need a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylark.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll go into executive session. I don't think it's going to be too long. We will have action when we come back out, an action item, or,
It'll be a motion authorizing.
okay.